Hey guys, welcome back to Drawing My Life Now here, and today I'm going to be doing my art supplies, what I use mostly, and this isn't all of it. This is just like what I could fit in the camera angle type shot that I guess. But I have a bunch more to the side of me and in front of me, and so let's get started. So first I'm going to start off with one of my favorite things at the moment, and those are my Copics. Now, I only have about 11 or so because I got them in the sets, and I got them in the skin tones and gray tones. And yeah, so it also came with the Copic Multiliner in 0.5 SP, so I'll show you that now. So the multiliners, or inking devices, are the two that I use at the moment. I'm going to get some more pretty soon. Are the 0.3 micron and the Copic Multiliner SP in 0.5, and they're both in black, so I like those a lot. Now on to sketching things, I guess you could say. I use a bunch of different pencils. For mechanical pencils, I use just these mechanical pencils that I use, HB lead. Just kind of found them laying around, so I use those. And for actual, like, I guess you could say professional sketching, I use this Staedtler non-photo blue pencil. And that kind of makes up for the Prismacolor Col-Erase Carmine Red in blue. I used that because it was cheaper than the blue, and I got the Carmine Red in a pack of 12. And this is my first one, and I've used it a lot compared to the sizes of the other ones. And sorry about my voice. I think I'm getting sick, and it's early in the morning. But these are the two that I use, and yeah. Now, on to erasers. I use 4 different types of erasers. Now, I'll start with my favorite, and that's the Staedtler retractable eraser. This is my favorite one. I use it all the time, and yeah. Now, these two are just plastic erasers. Yeah, this one's a plastic eraser, and this one's like the type of eraser that the pink erasers are. Don't know what they're called, but that's that. And I also use a kneaded eraser from time to time. It's not my favorite, but I do use it sometimes. Now, I'll go on to the highlights, and I use a Sakura Jelly Roll pen. And this one is, don't think I've used it recently, but it's a white gel pen. It's in ballpoint, and it is made in Japan, and I don't know if this matters, but it's 0.8, so yeah, I like it a lot. And onto pencil sharpeners, I use this General's All Art handheld sharpener, and I'll also use this iPoint Westcott electrical eraser as well. Now onto watercolors. I'm not sure the brand because this did come in an art set, so I'm not sure the brand like I said, but I do use these, and each one does have 8 colors. And altogether it has 24, and as you can see, I've used them a lot. And since we're talking about that, I'll move on to paintbrushes. Now, my main paintbrushes that I use are the Pebeo Proclane 150 brush set, and in that set came with, sorry, they're all in this box, came these brushes. I have the number 12, I have the number 2, the number 4, and the number 6. The number 6 is my favorite. I think this is actually the medium-sized brush. The number 4 and the number 6 are my favorite, and also the 12. And they're a little wet because I used them. So yeah, those are my favorite ones, but I also have some of the Craftsmart by Royale 3/8 inch and the 1/4 inch ones. These are more of the precision ones, I guess you could say. I also use Daler Rowney. These are the small brushes that I use. A couple still have paint, so I'm going to have to wash those off. But I use these for all detail work. And for applying my gouache, I just use this dollar store brand one that's like falling apart. Ow, I just hit that. So yeah, that one I don't really use that much, other than putting on the Mod Podge. Now, on to my colored pencils. One of my favorite and most used medium. And let's just make sure this all fits. Yes, it does. Okay, this is my Prismacolor Premier, and this comes with 120 colored pencils. So when you open it up, as you can see, they come in the trays, and they're really nice. These are, I've had these are like really old, and the reason why is I wanted older ones than just go out and buy newer ones, and that's because product control. Because now, as you can see, if you can see, these colored pencils have the lead center, and the wood casings are a lot stronger, and when you drop them, they don't break, and you don't have to melt the wax. Only a couple of them have that going on. But also, the older ones are a lot better and more high quality because of how they're producing the Prismacolors now, and I just like the look of these better than the newer ones. They're more creamy, and you can use this box, to use it as an easel, or you can take the trays out or lay them down as it is. I used to have them standing up as an easel, but now I just cover the whole thing and just lay it down because it took too much space on my desk. So now I just lay them down, like, yeah. Now I'm gonna go on to the ruler I use, and it's a Westcott ruler. Not really much to it. Don't use it a lot, but this is one of my also most used things, and this is my little brush. When I was younger, I used to be obsessed with cleaning. I know my parents loved it, but this came in a little cleaning set that I got for my birthday, I think, one year. And so, yeah, I just used that, found it in the basement, and thought, hey, I can wipe my mat down with it. So, use that all the time. And now on to sketchbooks. There are 3 different sketchbooks that I use. Some are used more than others. This is my most used one, as you're seeing right now. And this one is an artist sketch diary. I think it's a Paycon one, and it is recycled. And this one I got at Walmart. I'm not sure how much it was, but it's a 94 GM paperweight. It's medium weight. It's 9" by 6" paper. And if you didn't know, 9x6 are my favorite paper sizes because that's the size I'll do a lot of my work on. And so, I'll do a sketchbook tour once I finish up this one. It's about a little over halfway filled. The older sketches aren't really as good, but when you get back to the end, you can see there are a lot better sketches. But recently, I've been doing a lot of sketches on computer paper, which I'll get to in a later minute. But this is my smaller sketchbook. I think this one is actually a lot smaller. Let me just measure it. This one is a 7x5 paper, so it's pretty small. And this one isn't filled up as close as much. This is actually my favorite sketch in there. Favorite colored pencil work, really. The paper I don't really like. It's really smooth and not good for colored pencils, as you can see. But I don't really like it, but I use that for on the go. And this one is an unmarked sketchbook. I found it in my basement, and so I decided to use it. And these have a bunch of my older sketches, and it actually has my original character Marta. This is one of my first colored pencil work that I actually kind of liked. I don't really like it anymore looking at it now, but I liked the sketch of it, but not the colored pencil work. But this was like one of the first ones I actually liked. So now I will go on to my light box that I use. Now my light box is a angled light box, and that's for, this is actually fits 6x9 very well, and it helps you to do it so you don't have to look at it straight on. So I can like lay it down sideways and just, it's easier for me to trace things sideways, so that's why I picked this one, and I'm actually gonna get a new one hopefully soon. So, yeah, and then getting on to the last couple things, to the paper. I use 3 types of paper. Let me just, real quick. Okay. Alright, so, as I said, I use 3 different types of paper. Now, usually now I'm starting to sketch on loose leaf, which is this just regular printer paper, and I'll cut it up into 6x9 pieces of paper, because that's the size I'll do my work on. And so this is the full-size sheet. It's just regular printer paper. Now, also, I haven't used this lately for sketching, but I'll also use ivory linen paper, 25% cotton fiber, and it's 24 pounds, but the tooth is very, like, strong, and it's very lightweight. I like this for sketching. I'll use it sometimes for sketching, but not a lot, because I don't enjoy sketching really in this. But it is watermarked, and it's compatible with laser and inkjet printers. So this can be used good for, not colored pencil and not really Copics, but for, it's really good for watercolor, I find. So this is kind of like my watercolor paper, or Bristol board, like how it feels like Bristol board, but not like as heavy as Bristol board. And my last piece of paper is my favorite, and that is my white cardstock paper. And I use this for really my final like pieces of work. And this is paper made simple, and this is the Georgia Pacific brand, and it is 110 paperweight. And this one isn't actually 9x10. Let me get a 9x10 piece out of here. I actually cut some of these wrong, so I just use them as swatches. But these are actually the 9x10 ones that I use. And I also, when I cut them, I have a bunch of these left over, because I cut them in bulk, so I don't have to like worry about cutting them. So I get these little pieces, and I'll use them as swatches, just for when I need them. And they're all in a little area in a drawer type thing in my desk. And so, yeah. So now that's really it. Now I'm just going to inform you guys on some things that are coming up. So tomorrow, this is going up on Saturday, so Sunday, I will be going on a vacation to the Wisconsin Dells, and I'll be back Wednesday. So I have to record an art video for Tuesday. So I'm going to have to record that and upload it. So don't yell at me if it's late. I'm sorry if it is, but that's just how it's going to be, because I'll be on vacation for a little bit. And so, yeah. And also, I don't want to give you guys too much information on what's coming up next, but soon I am actually working on an art collaboration with another artist. They don't have a YouTube, but it's over Instagram, and I actually almost have the picture done. So once I send it off to them, then they will send it back to me, and then I'll do the video. So I'll have the video in I'll have the video ready, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!